Beginning of Filipino society and culture. The full origin of Filipino society and culture remain unknown due to the limitation of archaeological evidence. However, discoveries like the Dambon Man fossils in Palawan in 1962 have provided important insights into early human presence in the Philippines. These finds mark significant step in the study of prehistoric human studies Asia, linking them to broader discussion of human evolution. Duquesno emphasized that early human likely migrate across Southeast Asia through natural connection of or primitive seafaring methods. Understanding their arrival requires studying both geological history and human evolution. Here are the key points of the Filipino society and culture. Number 1. Tabon Man discovery in 1962. The first fossilized human remains found in the Philippines proving early human presence. Number 2. Migration mystery. How early humans reached the Philippines is still debated with theories of land bridges and ship travels. Number 3. Geological background. The Earth history shows life evolving over millions of years, with human ancestors appearing much earlier than the religious estimates. Number 4. Homo floresiensis. The discovery of this small human species in Indonesia suggests that archaic humans have survived longer in isolated environments, indicating the reverse human evolution in the region. Here are the conclusions of the Filipino society and culture. Duquesno study help us to understand the Filipino people have deep roots in history. Although we still do not know everything about the first Filipino discoveries like the Tabon Man give us the important clues about our ancestors, scientists to continue to study fossils, tools, and artifacts to piece together the early history of the Philippines.
The evolution of modern humans, or the Homo sapiens, is thought to have started in Africa around 200,000 to 300,000 years ago. Early Homo sapiens had similar physical features to us but were smaller in size and had different brain structures. Over time, they developed advanced tools, arts, and social structures. Around 60,000 to 80,000 years ago, some of these early humans began migrating out of Africa and spreading across the world, eventually replacing or interbreeding with other human species. The story of human evolution begins with the earliest primates, which appeared about 60 million years ago. These early primates, like the lemurs and tarsiers, eventually evolved into more complex species that adapted to different environments such as trees. Around 4 to 5 billion years ago, early humans' ancestors known as the Australopithecines appeared in Africa. They were bipedal, or walking on two legs, but still had ape-like features such as a smaller brain size. The most famous of these early hominids is Lucy, a fossil discovered in Ethiopia in 1974.
I will discuss the traditional indigenous territory in Mindanao. The Moro and Lumad people are the main indigenous groups in Mindanao. They have their own culture, language, and history. The Moro are Muslims ethnic groups in Mindanao. The Spaniards gave them this name when they tried to take over their land. For many years, Muslims did not like the name because it came from their Spanish enemies. But later, the Moro National Liberation Front, or MNLF, used it in their fight for freedom, and it became a symbol of pride. Moro is also called Bangsa Moro, which means Moro Nation or Moro people. The Lumad are indigenous groups that are not Muslims. The word Lumad means native in Cebuano. In 1986, leaders from 15 tribes agreed to use the name to separate themselves from the Moros and Christian settlers. Their goal is to protect their culture and have their own way of governing. Some Lumad tribes include Manobo, Bagobo, Tibuli, Sabanon, and Higuanon. Examples of indigenous groups. Examples of Moro: Maguindanao, Maranao, Tausug, Yakan. Examples of Lumad: Manobo, Bagobo, Tibuli, Subanon. And example of indigenous Christians is Cebuano settlers in northern Mindanao. And also example of Kabanaco, Spanish-speaking group in Zamboanga. The Moro and Lumad people have long story of protecting their land and culture. Understanding their past help us respect their tradition and support their rights. That's all. Thank you.